Companies need to be supported with the right, let's say, necessary injection of capital in a growth process. How does Valenti Partners support you in this fundamental process?
So, Valenti Partners is somewhat the continuation, or if we want, the relaunch of what my companies were in the past, when I used to establish these management and investment vehicles that would then invest in or co-invest in companies where I and my partners, my colleagues, would then carry out managerial activities as directors or managers. Valenti Partners essentially has three pillars of activity: advisory, temporary management, interim management, and investment. The advisory aims to provide other investors, especially private equity funds, club deals, or M&A companies, with our extensive industrial experience and the specificity we have in certain industrial sectors where we possess long-standing expertise. This allows us to support the more strictly financial work of those who need to decide whether and when to make an investment and to what extent. The second part, let's say, interim management, is what we usually do, that is taking on assignments, being appointed as directors or managers in companies where we are requested to intervene, to reorganize them, to relaunch them, and to develop them at an international level. And finally, the third leg, let's say that of direct investment. In the past, interim management and direct investment were usually closely linked, meaning we only invested in companies where we would also take on a managerial role. Now, however, the two can be dissociated from each other. The investments I mentioned earlier, for example, are purely financial intervention investments with expertise that is obviously also of an industrial, dusty, and commercial nature, but without taking on any roles. Conversely, I already have positions on boards of directors as an independent director in companies where we will not invest. Fundamentally, what we do is seek to support companies in their growth process. Growth can occur in two ways: organic growth, which is the development through new products, new markets, fundamentally, and new technologies. Therefore, we base organic growth primarily on the topic of technological innovation, focusing on products and processes, as well as on the topic of internationalization, where we have extensive and long-standing experience in many countries. I have always worked to bring small and medium-sized enterprises to various parts of the world, not only with the classic export approach, but through indirect export, specifically through distributors, but also with direct investments. Direct investments mean, for example, the establishment of subsidiaries in countries of particular interest, or partnerships, joint ventures with local partners. The other side, which is that of inorganic growth, is what we indeed support through acquisition processes, which is somewhat what we have also done here. For many years and in many circumstances, not only at the national level, but also, as they say, cross-border, we have experience in acquisitions and subsequent integrations in companies located in countries different from our own. So, organic growth and inorganic growth, and we humbly offer our experience by supporting investors and being ready to invest our own capital to strengthen, if we want, the credibility and authority with which we approach matters. Because if you invest your own capital, it means you truly believe in it.